Welcome to the show, guys. Cadillac, Michigan. We just left the boat ramp on Mitchell. Here with my friend Grayson Wilson. Look at over my shoulder. Look at the bait busting. There is fish in here big time. We're gonna get at it. Cadillac, Michigan, like always, doesn't take long. We'll see you in a minute.
There we
go. Fish. Got him. Nice one. Good job, Grayson.
Yeah, it's a largie.
Yeah, I told you. One of the best largemouth lakes in the state right here. Show that one off. What'd you catch him on? Talk to him.
Got on a watermelon red worm.
Weighted hook.
It's a weighted hook.
And you're fishing at Texas because we're in the weeds?
Right, yeah, just swimming it through the weeds.
Just real slow?
Yeah.
It's perfect. Little Strike King, looks like about a 6-inch worm?
Yeah.
6 or 7?
Yeah.
And I'm throwing a top water because I'm stubborn.
There's a fish.
Fish on.
Bass.
Grayson's proven me wrong with this watermelon red. I'm gonna have to switch colors. I like seeing the guy catch fish, but I don't want him to be the only guy catching fish. That's just working the weeds, right, Gray?
Yeah, just letting it sink. I put a little heavier sinker on, so a little faster fall on that. But nice.
Beautiful.
Little largie.
We'll take those all day long. We will take them all day long. And Jumpin' Johnny has to switch up. I don't like getting beat. So I'm gonna go to my trusty box of lures. Fish on.
There we go. This is a better one.
Yeah. You think? I saw him. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's a good one, Grayson.
This is a green pumpkin.
Green pumpkin.
Oop. There you go.
Yeah. Look at that.
Nice Lake Mitchell largemouth.
That's beautiful, Grayson.
Yeah.
They are eating that green.
They like that green pumpkin. They're all about it.
And you're just working it slow. Explain exactly our circumstance, Grayson. I mean, we're surrounded by cabbage. How are you working it?
I'm just letting it drop right to the bottom and then just hopping it a little bit. I got a 1/4 ounce sinker on, which is a pretty big sinker for that little worm, so it's going down kind of fast.
You can see on the Garmin right here, we're working on a hard edge. There's weeds, a drop off, and clearly a major drop off right here. And what we're seeing is lots of activity on the surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we know there's bait in the area. We also know there's fish in the area because Grayson's catching them. And, and we don't want to go far. So what we'll do is we'll just make little quietly drift through here.
Got those little inside turns like that really holds fish.
That
they
knob.
like that.
That knob is going to be a great spot. Oh, he was right there.
Start wearing a helmet.
And so I'm using a cutter worm, but fishing similar
Basically
to Grayson.
the same.
Yeah, just letting it nestle down into the weeds. And fishing Texas style, guys, when you're around cabbage, you got to fish weedless. There's just no other way to do it.
There we go.
Fish on.
It's got me in the weeds.
Got you in?
I got him.
Good.
Oh yeah, right there.
Oh yeah. Right out of it. Talk about that while I control the boat, Grayson. Guys, if you look.
Hold on just a second, I gotta grab him. There we go.
Grayson, you switched up on me and it produced.
Green pumpkin with a black trailer. Just dunking it down in this thick weed bed here.
And I mean
nice
thick.
Lake Mitchell largemouth. Yeah, these weeds are really heavy, so you can't hardly cast into them. You gotta just fish it almost straight down.
Exactly. And show that setup.
Just a green pumpkin 3/8 jig with a black trailer. Bass candy.
That's right.
That's what it is.
You're showing me, you're fishing like Hackney now.
Just don't make very big casts.
Nope.
They'll get you so tangled in the weeds you can't get them out. About 100 yards from the boat launch.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's been this right here, guys. Green weed. That's what you want. You want living vegetation at this time of year. You don't want to be throwing around in garbage and slime and moss-ridden algae stuff. No, you want green cabbage. Fish. Oh, big pike.
Oh, that is a big northern.
Right in the snoot. Right in the snoot, Grayson.
That's a beauty.
Oh, that's a nice pike.
I'm surprised he didn't bite you off, but you had him hooked right where he couldn't.
Right there. You see where you want to hook a pike? Right in the snoot, Grace.
Yes, sir. Boy, that's a nice,
look at that.
healthy
Beautiful,
pike.
healthy fish. That's really kind of the MO of this lake, guys. When you come, this is probably one of the top vacation lakes anywhere in Michigan, Grace, and heck, it's been that way for 50 years.
Oh yeah, forever.
And that's one of the reasons right there. Big northerns, beautiful walleye. Grayson's cleaning up on the bass. We're still, there's the boat launch. We've made it a great big quarter-mile into this lake, and we're already showing you exactly why people come here day in and day out for fun fishing for a day like we're doing.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it. Awesome. That was a fun bite too. Thunk. I mean, it's like, oh, I think there's something there. And I casted, when I landed, it was right into one of those, you know, one of those disturbances of bait.
Yep.
Guys, we've been seeing disturbances of bait all over, up and down this weed line while we've been fishing here. And we've caught 5 really nice fish. And I think one of the things people make the mistake of is getting frustrated with weeds. Weeds are your friend when you're fishing. You simply have to learn how to adjust. Grayson figured it out early, that Texas style, cover the tip. Green pumpkin seems to be an important factor today. I switched finally to a green pumpkin and pearl, so I didn't completely abandon my pearl, but I put enough green pumpkin on to be dangerous. I'll tell you what, guys, too, stay right here. This Garmin with live scope, Grayson's been commenting on it. Not only is it easy to read, but look at that, that's weed spires. Those are clumps of weeds, clean water. This super clear picture that the live scope gives you makes you confident in your casting. I can simply move this around and look at different pieces. See, that's a whole weed patch off to the right. Now, if I go a little bit in front of the boat, it's much cleaner. If I turn a little more, oh, it's a little bit denser. So right there is the clean, right there. And now I can make a cast, Grayson just did. And you can work that bait and get a lot better effectiveness out of your cast by knowing what's exactly in front of you. Garmin Live Scope gives you that ability. Fish. Nice one. It just takes time when you're fishing docks. Yeah, he wanted that thing. Think he wanted that one? Yeah. I may have to do some surgery, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little fish. Dock fishing's not fast and furious, but it's also early. That little hook pops right out. No worse for the wear. pretty little bass just to keep us occupied till Grayson catches another big one.
Here we go.
Fish on. Get him.
Oh, this is a pretty nice one.
Yeah, we like nice ones.
He's got me in the weeds.
Oh, wow.
There he is.
Yeah, that's a big one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Grayson. Oh,
there.
Wow.
There we go.
Look at that. Show that one off.
That was on a tube.
Tube.
Green
And
pumpkin.
coffee.
Dunking in the weeds.
Coffee tubes.
Yeah, green pumpkin coffee tube.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I've been casting the docks. Brett will show you the perfect structure that Lake Mitchell offers. Look, there's the dock. Now Brett will turn and show you. That's the weed edge. I mean, you've got the best of both worlds, Grayson, on this lake.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
That's a beautiful fish. Awesome job, Gray. Well, you said fish eat tubes.
They do.
He just said, I am in complete shock that
Yep.
we're not catching more fish because the structure, I mean, Brett will show you again. I mean, we are surrounded by beautiful green cabbage and we're flipping this edge perfectly. We're not fighting a bunch of wind. And I think partly is it's just early in the day and it was 50 degrees last night.
That might have something to do with it.
Some of the fish, you know, we're at fish, what, 7 today? So we're happy. It's only not even 10 o'clock, but we're impatient fishermen. We want to catch a lot.
Well, I want to get one every cast.
Well, Mitchell's the place to do it.
Ooh, that's a nice one too. He's got you all right. He's got you around everything.
I threw it up and under. That fish swam around every pole down there.
I'm surprised.
Oh my
you got him
gosh,
out of there.
this is a big fish. He wants to break me off.
There you go. Nice job.
That fish took me for a ride. Let me grab my egos here. Guys, whenever you fish, obviously you got to have a great set of pliers. But if you look, just a weightless wacky rig right there. Now that's purple haze, my favorite color. That pontoon was different because that pontoon was in much deeper water. Got a much better fish. Awesome. A little bit later in the morning, and every single half hour or so it's Drayson, it seems like more and more fish are swimming in here.
They're gonna migrate up here.
That was fun. That was fun. Fish. Oh yeah, nice little one.
That sinker helped, didn't it?
It did help. It might have been what was wrong.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. So while Grayson takes control, I'll show you. Not a big fish by any means, but guys, this pontoon right here, Grayson and I made 3 casts on this pontoon, and it wasn't until I threw to the very front of the pontoon that we caught that fish. I mean, we had peppered the engine, we had peppered this back post, caught nothing, made 1 cast all the way to the front, skipping under it, boom, fish right away. Don't be content to make a single cast on a boat or a dock structure and think that you've covered it all. Sometimes when fish are under those docks, believe it or not, they're really not willing to move very far at all. And you have to put that cast right on them. I also put a little sinker on mine to give me just a little bit more control. We got a little ripple on the water now and it's starting to just become a little bit, oh, I don't know, just a weightless wacky is only good when you got dead slick conditions. The minute you get some wind, you got to go ahead and peg a 16th or an 1/8 on it so that you have some control. Fish.
We got one. That didn't take long.
Good thing bass aren't very tall.
Yeah.
You see how quick that fish hit? So we drove into this set of docks because it looked like they were all covered. One of the things you want to make sure of, guys, is you're paying attention to details if and when you're dock fishing, because covered docks are going to give more shade than non-covered docks. Now again, not a huge fish, but lots of fun when you're just flipping. Fish on!
Well, he's going back to this side now.
I gotta get away from this lift. Well, that's a good one. Boom!
There. Good fish.
That's a good Lake Mitchell Cadillac area fish right there, Grayson. Fish.
I got one too. Double. Got two. Double.
I got a good one.
Yeah, I think yours is much bigger than me. I'll see if I can get rid of this one. I'll give you a hand.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm gonna get him in.
I like that. Two under the same dock, same time.
Same dock, same time. In fact, as we were pulling up to this dock, Grayson said, yeah, that's a big dock complex. That could have more than one fish. Look at that.
This is kind of a little one, but that's a nice one.
This is a nice one. I'll turn this back. Tell you what, guys, having a good functional set of pliers like that Eagle, look at that. Beautiful fish in the sunlight. Let's get her back in. Guys, if you are looking for a great place to come, and we're gonna keep on fishing here. I'm gonna turn Grayson in to cast back in here. Lake Cadillac, Lake Mitchell, the whole Cadillac area, Lake Missaukee. These are recreational lakes that stand the test of time. I mean, these lakes have been producing fish like you're seeing today for 50, 60 years to recreational anglers who've been making this one of Michigan's top tourist destinations when it comes to just fun fishing and summer vacations. Rock bass. Wow, that's a big rock bass. World-class rock bass. Yeah, that's actually fun. I've had this conversation before. Anybody who watches my show knows I just like to catch fish. I don't even care what species.
Those are actually a great eating fish.
Yeah, Grayson just mentioned these are good eating fish. Guys, if you clean them up, skin them just like you would a bluegill or a crappie, look at the thickness on those. That's what's nice about those things, Grayson, is they got some meat on them.
Yeah, they yield a good fillet. Good one. There we go. Nice job. That's a dandy.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today on Fisherman's Digest. Again, thanks to Grayson Wilson, my old friend, for helping me out, showing you some great Cadillac and Mitchell bass. We're gonna keep fishing. We're gonna let this one go. Thanks again, Grayson.
Thank you, John, for having me.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
We'll see you next week on Fisherman's Digest.